Hi everyone, Warren here. I'm back visiting local small business customers and celebrating their Oregon kind of energy. As a small business strategist for PGE, I love connecting with our customers and helping them on their energy journey. Small businesses are the heart of Oregon. They're creative, innovative, resilient, and rooted in the communities they serve. And the 3 local businesses we're visiting today are also sustainability champions. Each of these businesses has made a commitment to sustainability by enrolling in PGE's Green Future Choice renewable energy program. That means that they're covering 100% of their energy use with renewable energy. So come along as we visit Terry, Emily, and Jessica and celebrate their special Oregon kind of energy. Hey Emily, so nice to meet you. Thanks for letting us come out to Cloud Pine Teen Culture here in Milwaukee today. So you're a new business, right? Can you tell us a little bit about Cloud Pine and when you got started?
Cloud Pine opened in June 2021 and at a really interesting time, sort of right between the two COVID situations, but I think we kind of caught it in a good time. So what we do is that we do traditional and also contemporary Chinese, gourmet Chinese food, dim sum, and also really excellent teas from all around the world, but primarily from Asia.
You're a professor and a musician. Had you ever worked in the restaurant industry before? And what was your experience going into that?
I worked at 2 restaurants right after undergrad, and that's the extent of my restaurant experience. However, I've been doing production work, producing large-scale, albums, performances, collaborations for my entire career for over 15 years, and it's not all that different when you approach things with that kind of intention and budgeting, planning. Project management, people management, community building, all of this is very much like an art project.
You also do these private tea ceremonies. What is that like?
You get to spend 2 hours with me hanging out when we are completely closed to the public, tasting anywhere between 3 to 8 courses of different tea according to how we feel that day. So I would always custom tailor it to your taste, your interests, your body constitution, and what is in season and what's interesting to you. And also you'll taste different tea snacks and we'll tell stories, we'll get to know each other, and I'll show you different brewing techniques and just knowledge of tea. I think everything at the end of the day, to me, is about hanging out and having a good time. Music is about hanging out. Having a restaurant, working with people is about hanging out.
My understanding is that you are also a professional musician in kind of this musician community that you're building here at Cloud Pine. What kind of music do you do?
So I am a professional pianist, a piano teacher, and a vocalist and singer-songwriter.
How does the music come to life at Cloud Pine?
It's different than a lot of other venues. There's something really wonderful about having spent so much time in the back making these beautiful recipes, finding how to source them, finding how to perfect them, finding how to master each and everything, wrapping all the dumplings by hand, getting the pork belly out and cutting it. And you can tell by the knife feel exactly how good that batch is. You can even tell by the sound of someone else cutting it exactly how good that batch is. It's something that brings people joy, sheer joy. And I love that.
Hey Terry, thanks so much for letting us come and visit you here at Music Millennium. Honestly, when I think of Portland, I think of Music Millennium. It's such a Portland staple. I think you said you started in 1984.
That first year I was living at home. I was a senior in high school, and I got out of school at noon so I could work 40 hours a week. And so all that money went to records, and I bought 665 records that first year.
Wow.
And all genres, where my peers might have been mostly into rock and roll and stuff. I was buying jazz and country and folk and blues, African music.
And so, what has kept you here for all these years?
I still come to work every day looking for that next great piece of music. You know, we try to give people an experience here. It's just not a place to shop. We try to have a staff on hand that's very passionate about music and really cares about music, that customers can come in and talk to and find out new things. We have customers that come here that consider us family. We have customers that come in here every single day of the week. They get off work, they stop by Music Millennium, find a thing or two, go home that night, listen to them, and that's their night. We have customers that come shop here that shopped here the very first day the store opened. That feels great to me. I mean, that they care enough that they've been doing it for 52 years.
Jessica, thanks so much for letting us come out to Lovejoy Workshop today and get to know a little bit about your business and what you've created here that's really special. Tell me a little bit about Lovejoy Workshop.
So Lovejoy Workshop is a home decor workshop, and we specialize in about 9 different projects. We do everything from wood frame signs, serving trays, chunky knit blankets, and more.
Awesome. And what inspired you to start a shop like this?
So I have 4 little kids. Well, now they're big kids, but when they were little, I was a graphic designer and I worked at home. And when our youngest decided to go to kindergarten, we decided to open up a retail store, which is like literally having a 5th kid. But that was kind of our, like, we were ready to open up a retail store. And so home decor was something we thought everybody needed. And so that's the route we went.
You weren't doing at-home projects or take-home projects.
That was something that we had always planned on, but COVID gave us the time to work on those things. So I think, like, for future, we will probably always create those and maybe even broaden our offerings. But I think they're great for people to do at home, like for a girls' night, or if you're going away to the beach and you need a project, like with your friends, you can take them there.
Tell me a little bit about the Milwaukee community and how they have been so receptive to Cloud Pine.
The reason why I want to open here is that, number one, rent is cheap, actually. And moreover, I think we need more businesses like this, which is high in quality, really has integrity, and sort of with the intention to build a community, you know, when we open the business. I think we need more spaces like this in Portland that brings in more culture and diversity and interest to what we have now.
What does community mean to you?
We wouldn't be here without our customers. We also appreciate the community that we live in here, and we try to give back to the community as much as we possibly can. We will support any new music event that happens in town or music organization, because really it takes a community to make the whole music culture in this town work.
So I think community means to me like that unconditional support that you get, and then that ability to be able to give back to those people. So many people I've met through the business have now become my friends, and just knowing that I have people that have our back as a small business is a great place to be.
You have signed up for Green Future Choice, and I'm curious, you know, as a new business and going through, you know, this pandemic and that it has been financially hard, why you chose to make that decision for Cloud Pine.
It was a very easy decision. It's not that big of a cost, but it does a lot of good. If you put values first and then build everything around it, I think it's possible. So for us, like, we'll make more money by offering takeout. Yes. Will we make more money by doing things kind of in a more non-sustainable way? Probably, but that's not what we want to do.
Terry, Music Millennium is a Green Future Choice customer of ours, which is our renewable program, where you're covering 100% of your energy use with renewable energy. Why did you make that decision for Music Millennium?
We supported a lot of different issues out there, both locally and nationally, that had to do with making the world a better place for us to live in. We have to take care of our planet that we live in, and it's really important that everybody takes being green as a serious matter.
And I'm super huge on sustainability. And so that was just something that was super important, like lowering our footprint and, being a small business, but also making sure we are not damaging the earth at the same time.
I want to thank Terry, Emily, and Jessica for letting us come to visit them and get to know their awesome businesses. From enjoying the cultural experiences of culinary delights, to making gifts for friends, to buying the latest vinyl record, I have to say, each of these businesses is delivering on exceptional experiences every day. And as PGE Green Future customers, we love that they're supporting a clean energy future. At PGE, we truly care about and celebrate each of our small business customers. We love their hustle and passions for the businesses and communities that they're in. And we especially love their Oregon kind of energy. Learn more about how PGE can help your small business thrive on your energy journey. Visit portlandgeneral.com/smallbiz.